Hello everyone and welcome back to our blind let's play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today, my friends, we're going to try to crack this guy somehow. He has an obsession with Officer Meekins, and yeah, we need to figure out how to stop him. I do want to say something first though. My prayers and thoughts continue to go out to those affected by Hurricane Ian. I do have friends and family in the area. They were all okay, thankfully. So grateful for that. I did not experience any of the bad weather. We're a little bit too far west, but the weather did drastically change. And when the weather drastically changes, my body shuts down. So for basically the fourth week in a row, I'm experiencing a weekend where my throat's a little bit sore, and I'm just gonna do my best to get through it because I want to play this game with you all and I want to have some fun. So with that said, let's do this. Another bit of proof. Hope we all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks are indicative of the blue Badger-mobile. That story Officer Meekins told about that shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the blue Badger-mobile here and committed the murder. Then he used a car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. I know we've already seen this part. We were on the press part, but I figure this is a good place to start. You believe he moved the body with the car? That's right. It was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us to the way he did it. The 3 tire tread marks are very telling, however. Is the blue Badger-mobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? Rebuttal. I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The tire marks? Yes, the tire marks. The ones there behind the stage. They were hidden up until now by the various pieces of stage equipment. As for when they were made, they must have been made after the rain had begun to fall, correct? Yes, and probably around the same time as when the killer's footprints were made. The tires on that blue Badger-mobile probably got pretty muddy because of that. I say it's the blue Badger-mobile because, well, that's pretty obvious too. The 3 marks are indicative of the blue Badger-mobile. 3 tire marks. I had to agree that the blue Badger-mobile has 3 tires. Of course. The only thing in the park that could make those tires is that roving shop. Are you forgetting that there are in fact 3 of them? You can't simply ignore the pink and the proto Badger-mobiles, Agent Lang. That's what I was thinking. I was like, wasn't there a pink one? Of course, I didn't say it couldn't be either of the other 2. But I see no reason to drag them into this just to complicate things. It's called detective work. Maybe you should learn it. The story Officer Meekins told about that shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie. Of course, you have some sort of proof that was all a lie, correct? Of course not. Well, that was blunt. But suppose it is a lie. It would explain a lot of things. Like his movements and his whereabouts. He drove the blue Badger-mobile here and committed the murder. So, you still claim that the marks belong to the blue Badger-mobile? It must have arrived on the scene after the ground had become wet with rain. Officer Meekins committed the murder. Then, he used a car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. I can't say the word west, apparently. That's the second time in a row I said like est instead of west. I don't know why. Besides the blue Badger-mobile, there are other ways the body could have been moved. Recall what the Wild Wild West area looked like. Only the blue Badger-mobile and Mr. Deacon's body went in the garage. I'd say that's proof. I suppose if one were to look at that place, that would be the only logical conclusion. However, my experience tells me that the truth is usually not so easily found. Is there some sort of problem with Agent Lang's statement with regard to that scene? Looks like the only thing that car was selling was death, not dreams. Only if what Agent Lang believes turns out to be true. The 3 tire tread marks are very telling, however. Is the Blue Badger-mobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? I do want to let you guys know that for some strange random reason, my computer magically increased the volume of my mic without me knowing for like 2 weeks. And because of that, I've been sounding louder than what I originally sounded as for like the last year or so. I don't think I mind it too much because I do have a limiter on my max volume, but I did reduce the volume lower than was, but slightly higher than what it originally was. You'll have to let me know if you notice anything, or if I sound better now, or if I should lower it back to where it was originally. I really need you guys' feedback on that. It'd be really cool. Blue Badger-mobile. The problem is, I don't have any other vehicle. I don't have any other vehicle in my inventory here that says there's another vehicle, except for this one. And I can't check this. That's weird. It's the same thing. Whoa, what is this? Whoa, what is this? Murder notes? Oliver Deacon, age 50, time of death pending autopsy, cause of death. Indicate loss of blood resulting from a gunshot wound. Entry point, lower right abdomen, exit point, right shoulder. So this would have been better on my last one. Because on my last one, I would have seen that the exit point was right, so it couldn't have been fired down. It would have to have been fired up. The lack of blood around the body suggests the victim was killed elsewhere and then moved, which implies there should be evidence of blood at the real murder site. Is there blood? I mean, if it was in the costume could have masked the blood, right? Indicative of Blue Badger-mobile. I mean, why is it showing me this picture though? He used a car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. It's parked inside the Wild Wild West area garage. So this is the same. Alright, let's see. How do I say what other thing made this pattern now? Because there is nothing in my evidence to suggest there's something else. I had a Blue Badger-mobile, but that's it. Unless this was painted blue and it was originally pink. I mean, this is the only thing I could think of off the top of my head. He's talking about the marks of the Blue Badger-mobile. But the problem is, this doesn't contradict him. Or does it? What? I don't understand how that works. It's the only vehicle I have in my evidence. So therefore, it's the only thing that I can think of showing, but at the same time, how does that work? And why is that? Those tire marks could not have been left by Officer Meekin's Blue Badger mobile. One look at the car would have told you so. What proves that the Blue Badger mobile had never been to the stadium? Is it the tire tracks? Is that what the game is making me think? Because there's no dirt? I mean, how am I supposed to... I mean, if this is the answer, I can understand why the Blue Badger mobile was the answer to the evidence on the one we just had. But at the same time, at that point in the case, I never thought about this. Take a good look at the tires. There's not a single dollop of mud to be found on it. Yeah, I mean, I guess he does say that happened after it rained. Yeah, they did give the clue, didn't they? They did. Alright, fair enough, game. Fair enough. I will submit that I missed the clue. But you did give it, and it is there, and I do understand it. Alright, I'll give you that. And if this car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks, then the lack of mud on these tires stands out as very peculiar indeed. Then, how do you explain the tire tracks, genius? Hey, I've got it. What about Miss Olbeck's pink Badger mobile? Don't be ridiculous. I was sleeping the entire time in the second tier seats. Indeed. I believe we can rule her out as someone related to the crime. However, there is yet one more roving store, as I recall. Oh, you mean the Proto Badger? That's right. There was one more parking space inside that garage. You know, that's the first time I've noticed that, but that is correct. And it proves the existence of a Proto Badger mobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto Badger mobile post haste. I love that word, post haste. There must still be some sort of incriminating evidence in it. Hey, did you hear something? Hell? Hello? Help me. That looks like the guy who's been kidnapped. And I say that because he's got cuffs around his hand, which makes me think that he was, you know, detained by our criminal. Are you alright? Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time? Yep, I was right. It is Lance. Wild West. With kidnappers. He was in the room next to the one I was held in. Ran away. Using underground. And got lost. The kidnappers. What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes. Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? No, I didn't see the faces. But two. One was a woman. A woman? Quite an important piece of testimony. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get your cups on this already. I'll even let you guys have what you kid said just now. Consider it a gift. You know, I just realized his glasses give him that X over his face. I will say that's a pretty cool touch. And I like a little heart here. That's also a cool touch. Now, are you going to get out of my crime scene, or am I going to have to get rough? Again? You're nothing but a big bully. That's right, you tell him, Emma. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's go. Oh, no, not you. You're a very important witness for my case. I swear, if you blame that girl for this, I will hunt you down. I'm not about you to let get away that easily. Don't count on me to testify, because I won't. Not for you. Oh, that's right. I won't either. You hear me, young whippersnapper? Hey, calm down. There's no need for this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not going to rough up either of you. I'll give you my word. Come now, fair maidens, what do you say? Will you cooperate? Fair maidens? Oh my, you little rascal. You sure know the way into a woman's heart. Lang Zi says, the passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is young forever. Trying to outdo my edgy poo with your fancy schmancy sayings. Let's get this over with so we're clear. I'm only interested in giving you my statement. Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves us be. Mr. Edgeworth. Be strong, Emma. You got this. To be continued. Definitely make sure we save because I've already not saved once. March 13th, 2:34 p.m. Wild Wild West area. Looks like we got the boot again. With Lance saved, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder. You mean the infighting between the kidnappers? Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper. Miles, my boy! Who's the girl? Because didn't they say that there was a female accomplice? Tell me it's true. Tell me you really found my boy. Yes, Mr. Romano. We found him earlier in this stadium. Pops? Then my little Lance is unhurt. He's not exactly the picture of perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang. Poor Lance. It must have been so horrible for him. Locked up like a... You know, I've seen this girl before. She was on... I'm pretty sure I've seen this girl before. My brain is not working properly, okay? I may be mistaken, but... If I have seen this girl before, I am now 99% convinced that she's the killer. Is that sad? I mean, because we know that there was a female, and she's really the only female that we've met that's not Emma, Old Bag, and the sidekick to Mr. Wolf Guy. I really hope not. Because if so, then that would just be so obvious to me. Alright, I have been told by Green River, as well as Entra Zero, to always go right as much as I can. Further, I was told by Entra next time we come to this area to go right without talking to anyone. So we're gonna go right as far as we can. This is right as far as I can. Oh! I am blind as a bat. Look! Oh, look at that! It's Phoenix, Pearls, and Maya. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy they were able to get into this game in some way or some shape, some form. Oh, look at Pearls. Oh, that's so great. Oh, I love it. Thank you guys for letting me know about that. I really needed that smile today because that definitely made me smile. Oh, that's awesome. That's so good. And they just like tucked that away in the corner of the game? I mean, Yeah. And it's at the top of the screen too. So when I was looking around, this was like the last place I looked. Because normally eyes look at here in the screen, you kind of go like clockwise. So that's literally the last place I looked. Oh, that's so amazing. I am so happy right now. We gotta see Emma, we gotta see Phoenix, we gotta see Pearls, we gotta see Maya, all in the same case. I know, River, that you said this was like one of your least favorite cases, but that right there and Emma just bumped this case up a few in my book. Because it's just nostalgia. And I know it's not much nostalgia. I mean, it's not been too long since I played the game, but I mean, still, I like it. I think it's great. At least the Easter eggs in this case are wonderful. That camp looks like it's got a lot of good stories to tell about the olden days. Oh, it looks incredibly new to me. Ark, Mr. Edgeworth, you need to lighten up against its humor. That was rather rude. But just this once, I'll look the other way. On second thought, maybe the first thing you need to work on is tact. You know, there's one thing I do wish, though. I wish we could... Wait, can we examine? They say that couples who cross this bridge together will find happiness. Or so the Great Water Land Hotel pamphlet says. But you think that they'd already be happy because they were able to come together. Logistics aside, I wonder who came up with this tale and when. The bridge doesn't look old enough to be the stuff of legends. Well, some things are better left uninvestigated, don't you think? Ignorance is bliss. I was going to say it's sad that we can't investigate and have Edgeworth see them out there. But then again, to say that this is made for couples and we got Maya and Phoenix in the book together. Yeah, I'm still buying that. I don't care what people say. I honestly don't. I still am going to buy Phoenix and Maya. To think they were but a hotel now, that now they have their own safari park attraction. Talk about a veritable goulash of rides and attractions. With so many of them, you think they have made a ninja house. Little one of those buildings with a zillion secret places to hide in. Those are fun. Well, they don't. Hey, how can you be so sure? Oh, I know. I bet they really do have one, but it's hidden in real ninja fashion. Come on out, ninja house. I know you're around here somewhere. A hidden ninja house. Next, she'll be looking for a lost pirate ship. Oh, that's great. It is very cool though. But yeah, the Gatewater Hotel, that was outside of Phoenix's place. Oh dear Lord, the demonic machine. And look at this! Oh my god, this case is amazing all of a sudden. So you may wonder why I'm laughing so hard at this. Because this guy's like, hey, why don't we go over there into the theme park? It'll be fun. And this girl is basically saying, no, I don't want to go to the theme park. Don't make me go in there. I don't want to go. Why is there a blue badge here too? Are you deathly allergic to him or something? It's not that. It's more the half smile on his face. It's really unsettling. She's disturbed by the half smile. I'm more disturbed by its movements and how it managed to obstruct an investigation. This man looks suspiciously like the precinct. Look at that lovely smile on the blue badge. Oh! Look at that lovely smile on the blue badge's face. Ah! It's looking at me! Make it stop! It's scary! Oh, I called it! I told you she was scared of it. Oh, this is great! Oh, I'm having so much fun all of a sudden. It's alright, dear. You want to know something? I was the one who created the blue badger. See? Look at his eyes. Look deep into his eyes. Don't they look just like daddy's? Oh my god, this guy is so creepy all of a sudden. It's scary! It's scary because they do look like yours, daddy! Oh, the dits. Well, that was rather depressing. I think I better leave the two of them alone. Like I said, this case right here just suddenly became hilarious to me. From this Easter egg with Phoenix to this Easter egg with the police chief and his daughter and the blue badger. It's just, oh, this is beautiful. All right, let's get back to the actual case though. Can't seem to examine anything here. So, this must be the blue badger mobile that Officer Meekins was driving. He said it was stolen, didn't he? Don't tell me that you were the one who stole it. What the heck are you talking about? I don't even have a license. It's illegal to drive a car without a license. A great thief doesn't break the law. This little girl has a very odd understanding of the word law. That's the truth. Yes? What is it, Kay? You look like you stumbled upon something. I'm kind of confused by all of the different events going on. First, there's a kidnapping, and then the co-conspirators of that end up in a murder. And Miss Olbeck saw the crucial moment, but you and Miss Olbeck are kind of... We do not need to investigate further into that last statement. Disregarding the fact of who it came from, the witness's testimony was a mess. However, it did shed some light on the truth behind this case. Well, let's keep investigating and see what other types of people we run into, shall we? Look, there's a blurb about the cactus here. This cactus is a very gracious gift to get water and land from the local police precinct. I can't believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place. So, is the police department running a cactus farm on the side? Ha, just kidding. They wouldn't do something so silly. Actually, I have the vague impression I've seen a cactus farm at the precinct before. If these were real, I wonder what you put in them. Water would be the obvious answer. But if you stored water in a barrel under the blazing hot sun, would it go bad? People of that period probably didn't care about how it tasted. Sorry, but I can't let you get away with making fun of our forefathers. I mean, maybe they really like the strange taste. Look who's making fun of them now. Alright, let's talk to people. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. Oh, that's the 12th one. See, I think I mentioned before, but when he kidnaps someone, I know this is gonna be... I know this is wrong because of case 2-4. Because in case 2-4, Maya was kidnapped. And she was kidnapped by a complete stranger. However, it's my firm belief that usually in a kidnapping case, it's probably going to be done by someone close to the kidnappee. Initially, we thought the butler did it. And I think we can conclude that the butler did do it. Yes, the butler is the criminal, and his cohort killed him. Why, we don't know yet. But there was an argument between the two, and the killer killed the butler. Who else is close to Ernest? His dad. He's not female. His lover, who is female. And I don't know if she's his lover or girlfriend or just someone who loves him. The fact that she's like this though means that she really does want to be with him. So kidnapping him is something that she probably would do. And what may have happened, this is my theory, okay? What may have happened is the butler wanted to get the money and then wanted to kill Ernest to hide any evidence of who he was. And she didn't want to kill Ernest because she loves Ernest. So she got into an argument with him and she killed him. to save Ernest's life. That's what I'm gonna go with right now. No, you can't give up, Lauren. Just one more try. Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a bit sorry for all the flowers you've gone through. I suppose, but if they were me, then, I believe you said that you were Lance's girlfriend when you first met, correct? Yeah, I knew I saw this girl before, but that means we do know the killer. The whole time I've been thinking we haven't known who the killer was, but we actually have met the killer before, if my theories are correct. I think they are. I really think they are. Yes, I am, but oh, it's not like we both think of each other as lovers. But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not just friends either. I mean, because this isn't just any ordinary ring. It's a candy ring. It tastes so sweet when you lick it. It's so wonderful. You mean to tell me that he gave you a lollipop ring? So which is it? Have you guys not decided if you are going out, or is it just one-sided? It's totally one-sided. Decided? Shouldn't the parties involved naturally just know? My father used to work for Mr. Amano, and so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud. Yep, she definitely did it. I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So your father was an employee of the Amano group. What did he do? I heard his job was to fly around the world on Pegasus. Pegasus? Oh, Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane that belonged to the company. That's a really cool name for an airplane. I will give them that. You had me there for a second. But now, it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore. Oh, I see. About 10 years ago, he rode in Pegasus off to somewhere and never returned. Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown. Sounds like the stuff legends are made of. So does that make her father, Belurfon? Belurfon? Ah! Forgot the guy's name. I know it's something like that. The guy who tamed, or not tamed, but who rode Pegasus. It's been so long. I don't think I recognize him if we ever meet again. I'm so sorry, Lauren. But I won't give in to this sadness. I have to live. Yes, Lauren, live. About the case. About this incident. Incident? But isn't the kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been here the whole time, so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incident. How did you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped? Oh, that's because of my woman's intuition. You base everything on that? I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It really must be destiny. Ark, she started fantasizing again. Alright, let's give her evidence. Lance and I met on a street corner by the crosswalk. I was so busy eating a loaf of bread that I ran right into him. It was destiny, as people like to say. I'll take that as she's not interested in this. That's the longest not interested thing I've ever think I've seen. Okay, it's not. The ones where there's like a long animation. Oh, that's interesting. If I show this to her, she'll probably just go on about another one of her fantasies. If you're not going to show it to her, then why not give it to me for safekeeping? Why would I do anything of this sort? Huh? About what we found when we examined the victim. Ah! What? You big boy! I can't believe you showed me something so gruesome! But I had to admit, I kind of like that that mavericky aura around him. Oh, Lauren, are you becoming bad as well? She's off in La La Land again, I see. Alright, nothing here. Yeah, this ain't too bad. Go through these really quick. I hate it when you got a character who has to like do this long animation. Ah! It's a monster! A hideous monster! What is this on our arm, by the way? Is that a band-aid? I know that may look like a monster, however, I'd like to ask you about it. Oh, Lance up in heaven, you and your little lolly. Lend your little lolly your strength. But he's not dead. If you lend me your strength, I can defeat the bad monster and live a long and happy life. I'm beginning to suspect that you're not very good at this listening business. This right here is Lance's and my castle of love. It's the perfect new house for us made out of candies and sweets. But I can't seem to get the door open. Why? Because this is a theme park, and I highly doubt they would let you live here for real. You won't let me in my own house? You truly are a terrible man, you know that? What? But I have nothing to do with that. This woman is something else. Do you know what this is? It's a prosecutor's badge. I'm not a bad person, and I'm not out to seduce you. Come now, won't you talk? No, you're showing that to me to lord over me how much authority you have. Well, I will not be bullied. You should not be ashamed of yourself, you evil man. How should I repent in order for this woman to talk to me? Don't see anything else. Lance Amano. Miles, my boy, I can't thank you enough. It was nothing. Well, I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I have to say, I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right. I must have forgot to pass on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him. A letter? My dear Lance Amano, may I come see you again, your beloved Viola? The way Lance is being chased after by a woman reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself. Isn't this a breach of confidentiality? It's a very simple love letter. Oh, hey, let me see. That's really weird. It's from a loan company, tender lender. Looks more like a collection bill to me. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord. Well, this just turned interesting. I'm pretty sure it's just another Easter egg, but we all know Tender Lender, and we all know Viola. It took me a minute to realize who this was, but as soon as I saw Tender Lender, yeah. So what are you going to do now, Mr. Edgeworth? We already established that there's a good chance that the killer is the other kidnapper. It's my duty to figure out who this other person is. I believe there is one location that might hold a clue or two. The isolation? I mean, if the kidnapper's hideout is the place that Lance escaped from, that would be correct. But if the place that Lance escaped from is the isolation room, this would be correct. So I'm kind of reading these differently, and I may get this wrong just because I don't understand what this is fully saying. But if my guess is right, the obvious location is the kidnapper's hideout. But we're still not allowed in, remember? Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. In that case, there is no harm in asking that officer over there to let us in. Ha! Alright, good, I did read that correctly. I want to question her, because if she's seen this love letter, that may give her motive to kidnap him. But she didn't respond to it. Is the game lying to me here? Does she know about the letter? Well, technically speaking, the game may not be lying to me, but she may be lying to me. Because she may be like, no, I'm not going to, I'm not going to show my hand. What do you have to report? Sir, nothing unusual out of the ordinary, sir. Where have I heard such redundancy before? Is it possible for you to let us take a look around inside? Sir, roger, sir. That was easy. That was surprisingly hassle-free. Yeah, I agree. I like when the protagonists are on the same page. Are you certain? Didn't Agent Lang order you not to allow me in? Sir, that's true, sir, but Detective Gumshoe asked me personally to let you in, sir. Hey! Thanks a lot, Gumshoe. Hey, you're welcome, pal. And I couldn't refuse a request from him. Wow, looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following. Furthermore, I was asked to give this document to you, sir. What is this? This man in the picture, isn't that Mr. Oliver Deacon? But the name here says Colin Deveray. That's the same name as the one on the back of this pendant. It appears that Colin Deveray was his real name. What is this? He was convicted in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison. What? That's what he was doing here? Apparently, he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Deacon to cover up the fact that he was an escaped felon. Colin Deveray dossier, okay. Can I read that fuller? Colin Deveray, male, dominant hand right, height 5 foot 8 inches, weight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds. Oh, I don't need to make the obvious baseball joke here, do I? I don't think so. Whereabouts unknown after his escape from Penn E. Dent. Oh my god, the names! Oh, the names! Oh, this may be my favorite recording of this episode, of this case so far. There's just so many things. Despite the way I'm feeling and despite the many edits I'm gonna have to make in this video, due to the way I'm feeling. This episode has been amazing. Stole a gun from a guard during his escape. We thought he might head for where his wife and sole daughter are, but despite our surveillance, he has yet to show up. Now I'm not sure what's going on anymore. Is there some sort of link between the victim's past and this current case? These police documents are rather detailed. I should take the time to give them a thorough read eventually. It's fine. Let's focus on one thing at a time, starting with the kidnapper's hideout. Yeah, I agree. We should investigate first, Dick Lighter. More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. Now then, if you could please unlock the door, officer. It was locked up until a little while ago, but since then the door's been wide open, sir. I'm not sure I follow what it is you're saying. Care to explain a bit more in detail? Sir, the door was locked down tight when they went to check out the room. So they got about 10 officers to help out and break the door down, sir. I see. I guess that means I get Agent Lang's leftovers. Well, we all know how incompetent of an investigator he is, so let's see what we find. March 13, 2:55, Kidnapper's Hideout. So, this is where the kidnappers plan their foul deed. While you were tied up for a while in the room next door? Hee. Okay, please, must you bring that up again? Now then, down to business. There might still be some clues left here in this room. Let's try to find out what we can of the other kidnapper's identity. Alright, begin investigation, let's do this! The door is thoroughly broken, thanks to the police who forced it open. I won't rest, okay? This looks like a sword. Not a lock. Looks like a sword, a broken sword, yeah. Strange, why would it be broken like that? Swords don't easily break on their own. That's true. Alright then, let's think about it this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it, or on something. Hypotheticals aren't going to get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more on this later. That doorknob handle thingy is looking pretty beat up. I suppose that's what happens when 10 officers break their way in with brute force. Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. Look, not a single dent. But how is that possible after what the officer told us? Yeah, if the lock had been in use when the door was busted down, then the lock itself should be completely wrecked. So the lock on the door leaning outside is undamaged. How can that be? I mean, that's obvious. Oh, they have barrels like these just outside? Yes, and? Well, I know I already asked you when you were out there, but if these were real, what would you put in them? There's an expectant gleam in her eyes that I'm about to dash. The panel that hid the entrance to the underground has popped up and wide open. Be careful of where you step, Kay. I only fell into that other opening once, you know? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Even though we still have to explore more, we're gonna get more leads, I imagine. So we might as well clear these out of our inventory here. It's a bit strange how the police had to force a way into an unlocked room. One look at the pristine door lock and anyone could see that it was not in use at the time. But the policeman outside said that it took 10 minutes to get it open. A door that was locked tight despite it not being locked at all. It can only be because of this. Oh, you mean? Yes, it was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at the door handle. Do you see how the handle is completely destroyed? So that's how the sword broke. Broken sword pop, okay? Unused folding chairs lean against the wall in their folded state. Wow, whoever lined those up did it perfectly. They're not even a single hair off. I'd feel bad using these because it'd be like stealing the perfection away. I suspect it's more like you wouldn't want to be the one to put them away. Watch out, Mr. Edgeworth! It's a broken mirror. It probably came from the haunted house. Why is this here? Are they planning to repair it? A sign advertising the photo rally some may have absolutely no interest in. Yeah, but I do. And I'm going to get my hands on the rest of the Blue Badger family. You just wait. She definitely brings a decidedly different atmosphere to a criminal investigation. Alright, well this obviously is the costumes. Let's wait on that. Folding chairs, and by the looks of it, they're probably used by the kidnappers. There are 3 chairs set around the table. Yeah, and there's also 3 coffee drinks. Cheap styrofoam cups. Looks like the only 3 cups were used. I wonder what this key is to. You got me. It reminds me of the key we found in the other room. That's it. That's supposed to be the key for one of those trapdoors. That wasn't a trapdoor. You only call it one because you quite literally jumped into it. Hey, but isn't that what you're supposed to do when you see one? I am not having this conversation with you. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Lauren Pops is Lauren Pops. My original theory is wrong. Okay. So my theory was that she committed the crime because she was jealous. I don't think that's the case. I think she is working in cahoots with Lance. Lance did this to take money from his old man. And maybe he's in love with his girlfriend, but maybe his father doesn't approve of her. So they basically made it so they can get a ton of the father's money. And they set the whole thing up. Lance Amano was never kidnapped. He is the kidnapper. He kidnapped himself. Alright, this just got weird. I don't know. I'm actually happy about this because I thought this case was super obvious about a half hour ago. Now I'm not so sure, and I like that. By the way, let's look at our profiles. It's been a while since we've done this. Gumshoe, homicide detective at local precinct in charge of initial investigation. Ernest Amano, benefactor when I studied abroad in Germany. Director of the Amano Group. Lance, kidnapping victim, escaped from the kidnapper's hideout, was found at stadium. K, self-purported great thief. She claims to be the Yata Karatsu, but by the way, I love the green eyes. Too bad she doesn't have green hair too. Like, she had hair color the same as her eyes. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Xinlong Lang, 27. Wow. Boasts he has the highest arrest rate in Interpol, in charge of the kidnapping case. Shina, unknown age, female. Lang's trusty secretary, level-headed, she supports him in his investigation. Oliver Deacon, a fellow named Colin Deveray, became Amano family butler after escape found dead. Mike Meekins, precinct police officer, was conducting investigation while in Blue Badger costume. Lauren Pops, Lance Amano's girlfriend, came to Gatewater Land in search of Lance. And of course, Emma, 18 now. High school is studying in Europe to become forensic scientist. On school break. So is she in college then? Because she's 18, right? I mean, it doesn't really say, but I'm assuming if she's studying in Europe, that means she probably, she probably graduated high school when she was 16. That's what I'm thinking. She probably graduated high school when she's 16, and now she's, 2 or 3 years into getting her forensics degree. The lady inside the pink badger, I believe her real name is Wendy Oldbag. All the question marks. All right, let's continue on here. Didn't mean to click on that. A poster of Gatewater Land is stuck on the wall. Intrigue, fun, prestige. Gatewater Land has it all, and it's waiting for you. It's not especially catchy, is it? All right. This must be where they dispose of old and worn-out costumes. That's so sad. It would seem that they throw away the costumes away in pieces. In the hideout, there's a trash bin for old and useless costumes. I'm surprised we didn't find the bloody costume in there, though. Beyond this door is where the kidnappers held you after getting the jump on you. Must you keep reminding me? But it's the room where I got to see your awesome nigga face. You didn't need to remind me of that mortifying moment either. Anything new to say? So, this is the room next to the one we were held prisoners in. I took a peek in here through the door from the other room. As did I, Kay. Anyway, this room was truly the kidnapper's hideout. Then that means there should be some clues to identities here, right? I don't know if there are, however, the probability is quite high. I believe a thorough combing of this room is necessary. Logic time? 3 and 3. The common denominator between the cups and folding chairs is the number 3. Speaking of which, the number of missing costumes is also 3. Aha! They foreshadowed that. And I never noticed. Wait, but I thought there were only 2 kidnappers. Indeed, something isn't adding up. Literally. It is possible there is a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see. I thought that we might uncover the true identity of the kidnappers, but instead we've only uncovered more questions that need to be answered. Whoa! What the? God! Woo! No, this is not a horror time slot game. Good. Good night, those soulless eyes. Ah! What is it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I correct? What are you doing suddenly popping out the secret entrance like that? Ah, this is an underground passage used by staff members, sir. We badgers also make use of it in our duties. Look, why don't we get out of here first and then we'll talk, okay? Ah, I beg your pardon, miss. Ah! Put it back again. Alright, only 1 more to go. Alright, on that happy note, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you all so very much. I love you all greatly. I hope you're having as much fun as Kay is. Although I will say this case seems to have vastly improved this episode, not just with the Easter eggs, but also by throwing me through a loop, because the game seemed to have foreshadowed things that I never picked up on. And now that I'm looking back on it, I'm like, you know, this case would probably be a lot more fun if you replayed it. Because this is just like a good murder mystery where after you know who the killer is, you go back and watch it and you like catch all the clues. My best example of this is the movie Identity. There was this old movie called Identity where basically when you know who the killer is, if you watch that character very carefully, there's a couple moments in the movie, in the background, where you actually see the killer doing things that you didn't notice before. Like there's a scene where the killer grabs the knife that he uses to kill someone later, but you don't catch it the first time. But when you watch it a second time, you can see the killer grab the knife, and you're like, oh my god, that was a thing. And then there's another scene later where if you pause it at a certain moment, you can see like a flash of light show the person's shadow. And it's just so clever the way that movie was written. Maybe you hate the movie, I don't know. But I really, really enjoyed the movie because I thought it was really clever. Then again, I'm a huge fan of the Saw series, and a lot of people don't like those, so what do I know? Anyway, Kay's gonna run out of energy. Oh, who am I kidding? She's never gonna run out of energy. I love you guys. Until next time, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.